Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am nearly up to the armholes on the front of this little cardigan. I have finished both black cardigans and the white cardigan. I have a little bit video. I'm going to show you the two black ones and then go on to the white one, because I will be walking over to, I have them all packed up ready. I'll be walking over to the post office later on after I've done this video to get them sent off. And I will say I'm not sorry to say that the back of those black ones, I think they were testing my sanity doing those ones. But never mind, they're all finished now and I will never ever be knitting anything that colour again. I have knitted other colours. I've knitted navy, which I can seem to manage all right, but black is just a nightmare. So I am just doing what I can. This little one, and then I have a 24-inch rosebud one to do in pink, thankfully. So it'll not take me long to do these, and then I will be getting on to my next. I'm doing a purl there and I should be doing a knit. It's what happens when you're talking. I better count how many rows, because I'm going to have to cross cables here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's on the next row. But I have my book somewhere. I'll check to see. Put that down. See who I'm starting on next. My next one will be for Sue. Hers is a 36 and I'll be doing grey and white, so the two strands of grey and white double knitting together, so they'll be coming out like probably like Aaron. And she wants the basket stitch again, the same as what I've just done in the white one. So I have to sort that wool out, but I will have to do a swatch before I start on that one, because I'm not used to knitting with thicker wool. Not for cardigans, things like that anyway, so I will have to do a swatch for that one. That one shouldn't take too much as long as the others anyway, because there'll be less stitches, it'll be on bigger needles. And then after Sue's, there will be Val's, which she sent me the wool, which this is what hers is. But this has I'm not taking this out of the bag at the moment because it does have a little bit of wool in it, I think. Pure wool, I think. Tell us somewhere there is. Yes, it has 15% wool, so I will probably have to take my antihistamines when I'm doing this, or use the white gloves if I don't take those. So that is the next one. After Sue's. And then I have a 45-inch light blue rosebud cardigan to do for a lady called Carol Ann, and I think she lives in the United States. And then after that I have yarn bowls to do. I have one set to do for Katie, which she wants for Christmas for her mum, I think she said. And then I have the yarn bowls to finish for Angela. And then I have cardigan to do for my friend. She wants some sort of blue, I think. And then I have a cardigan to do for Liz, where she's going to send the wool to me for hers, another rosebud cardigan. And then I have 3 yarn bowls sets to do for Emma, and a medium-sized bag. And then Belinda, who I've just done the white one for, she's asked for a cardigan like the cable and Irish moss stitch that I'm doing for myself, and this is the one I'm doing for myself, which I haven't gotten much more done. That one, and I'm still working this pattern out, so I'm looking check to see what size. Well, Belinda's asked for a size 16, which is a 38 to 40, so mine is a 40 to measure 42, so it'll be a different size to mine. So at least when I'm doing mine and I'm doing that one for Belinda, I'll have two sizes on that pattern. That's... Oh, and I've just noticed something, and you know, this bag has never been empty for a long time. And me taking this out, this was the thing that was in the bottom, I found something I have been hunting for weeks. They must have fell off my table into my bag and I didn't know. And this is the thing for what I use for my phone. That's the one for my phone, and that is the one for other things. That is the one for an iPhone, but I think the iPhones are like that now. The C one. But I use that on my computer. I put that one into my phone and that into the computer. So they're very close together, but I've been hunting for this for weeks and I didn't know where it was, and I've just found it, and I've just taken my own knitting out the bottom of this bag because the bag is now empty. I'll have more things to fill it up anyway. At least I know where that is now anyway. I was keep having to take the one off from my phone that I charge my phone with. I was keep having to take that off to plug into my phone to plug into my computer. And I knew I had another one somewhere, but I keep that in the car for when I want to charge while it's in the car. And I was going to take that one out of the car because I couldn't find that one. And I was going to buy another one. I found it now. And I also have in this bag, I keep all the labels off the wool that I knit in there. And there, as you can see, I'm going to have to count those labels up and see how many balls of wool I've knitted. I started putting them in about March, I think it was. I'll have to take them out and count up how many balls of wool I've knitted. Put that back down on the floor and I'll put that back in the bag. But anyway, I have a little, like I say, I have a little bit video to show you for the black cardigans, how they completely, what they look like when they're completely finished, and the white cardigan. I've modelled it for you so you can see what it looks like. I'm not the greatest at modelling, so I don't walk about on the catwalk, you know, like they do in that you see on these proper shows, the photo shows. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video and show you that and come back again. Well, that's the two black cardigans finished. Thought I'd never come to the end of these, and it is the only black things I will ever be knitting ever again. So take note, all of you who may ask me to knit something for you. Don't ask for black, because I'm going to refuse. Hello everyone. I have finally finished the white cardigan for Belinda, and it's quite a good fit on me. It is quite a stretchy one, you know, it does stretch. So, and it is quite long, as you can see. I'll stand as far away as I can from the camera, you can see the whole thing. Come a little bit closer now, as you can see, because Belinda did ask for a longer cardigan, which is what this one is. So it took quite a lot longer to knit because of the length, but not because of that, because of other things I had to do as well and that. So I'll be walking over to the post office today to post this, and I also have the two black. This is just one of them. This is a 26-inch, the black cardigan. I'll be posting these two, the 26 and the 24, off to Rhiannon as well. So that's two off my hands. I'll have to get on with the rest of my things now and get them all sorted, and some more of my other orders that I can get done. So I hope you like those, the black cardigans and the white cardigans. And if you notice, I put this behind me is just a little crochet blanket I have that I put on my knee. Just sometimes if my legs and my knee feel a little bit chilly, and I thought it'd come in handy to put on the back of this backresting instead of it looking like, the way it does. I'll have to make this a little bit bigger because when I put it on my knee, it doesn't cover my feet. And I very rarely have any socks or anything. I just have my feet in my slippers and they're always cold. So I'm going to do a few more things around it because I started it quite a long time ago and never got around to doing any more on it. But I think I'm going to do a few more rounds on it so that it reaches further down onto, and then make another one for putting over the back of here until I either change this bed. I may just give this bed away to one of those free places, where people can get things like that because they can't afford to buy them themselves. It's not very comfortable. I think it's all right for lying on, but for sitting on, I ended up last night, because I sat on this all day yesterday and all last night, and I ended up with, I'll show you. This is a donut for sitting on. This was another thing that belonged to my husband when he was ill. He was in a wheelchair a lot as well, and anyway, he was sitting, he needed this, but it's come in handy for me because I had to put it on the bed because when I'm sitting on it, it feels not a very good mattress. It was just a cheap bed I bought years ago because all my kids, the three of them, when they all left home, they all took their beds with them. Some of them were going into just other rent. Well, my youngest son was going into rented accommodation with some friends that he used to go to university and that with. And he took his bed with him. My oldest son and his partner, Annette, lived with me for quite a while before when they had their first child, Jenna. So they lived with me for quite a while, and they were in this room with a double bed. So I had already got rid of the bed that belonged to my oldest son, Mark, before that, because he wanted this double bed for him and his partner. So when they left, that went with them as well. And then my middle son, I don't know what happened to his bed. I think he took it for when he got his house for Cheryl when she was a little baby. I think he took that for her. So I lost all the beds that were in my house. So I bought a cheap one just in case anyone needed to stop the night. But I think I've slept in it once or twice when I had company and there wasn't enough room, there was more than one of them. I think I had the three kids all in my double bed. So I slept in this single bed. It was okay for lying on, but for sitting on it, it seems to get harder and harder as the night goes on. That's why I ended up having to use this. But even this wasn't that comfortable when I was sitting on it. It still seemed to go down to the hard part of the bed. So I think I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to give it away to one of those free places for free, where people can get them, where they haven't got enough furniture and things like that. And buy myself, maybe it's a small sofa, just a small one, but not like an armchair, a bit bigger, so there's plenty of room for my arms, for my needles and things when I'm knitting. Because I only started using this room. It's always just been a room for putting my wool and keeping stuff, my sewing machine and everything up here, but I feel more comfortable up here actually. Everything's here in front of me. I don't have to keep running up and down the stairs. Mind, I do have to keep going downstairs if I want a cup of tea or make something to eat or something like that, but it's not as often I was running up and down here for winding wool or looking for balls of wool, and I just prefer keeping this as my workroom now, which is what I'm going to do. So anyway, that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.